Performance report continues. I am seeing almost 100% participation. Everyone is raising their hands on all of these questions, and that is showing a lot of curiosity. That is a class point. Let's show some excitement. Show me your fingers. Show me your excited fingers. Woo! All right. Keep it up.
We ready? Be strong side of thumb if you're ready to continue. But wait. Suddenly, George's face brightened. Why, he had forgotten that he could ride on one wheel. He tried it, and it worked. He had hardly started out again when he saw something he had never seen before. Rolling toward him came an enormous tractor with huge trailers behind it. Looking out of the trailers were all sorts of animals. To George, it looked like a zoo on wheels. The tractor stopped and two men jumped out. "Well, well," said one of the men, "a little monkey who can ride a bike, Bronco fashion. We can use you in our animal show tonight. I am the director of the show, and this is Bob. He can straighten your wheel and fix that flat in no time, and then we'll take you along to the place where the show is going to be." So the three of them got into the cab and drove off. "Maybe you could play a fanfare while you ride your bike in the show," the director said. "I have a bugle for you right here, and later on, you'll get a green coat and a cap just like Bob's." Pause. Did we find another vocabulary word? Raise your hand if you think you found another vocabulary word and you can tell me what it is. Joshua, what is our vocabulary word?
Fanfare.
Fanfare. Give me a strong silent thumb if you think you know what fanfare means. Strong silent thumb. I see several. Francisco, what do we see? What do we think a fanfare means? What does that mean? Ah, that's part of it. I think that's part of it. That's part of it. Can we build on that at all? Do we think we know what fanfare means? This one's kind of tough. You use a trumpet for fanfare. That's part of it. So fanfare is a type of music. It's a tune that you usually play in a parade or a festival. Like the animal show that George is going to be a part of. Are we tracking with that? Do we think we know why George might play fanfare? Do we think we know? Francisco said it a minute ago. I want to see if he was paying attention. What do we think George might use? What instrument might he use to play in the fanfare? To play the fanfare? Let's see a couple strong silent hands. Oscar, what do we think? A trumpet. A trumpet. George might use his bugle or his trumpet. All right. Has George been given another responsibility? If we think George has been given another responsibility, raise a strong silent hand if you think you know what that is. Francisco, what responsibility has George been given? I see Andrea's eyes are focused on Mr. Ford and she's ready to continue. I see Terry's eyes. I see Joshua and Yasmin and Julissa as well. You think you know? Do you want to help him out? What do you think? What's the third responsibility George has been given? The first responsibility was the man with the big yellow hat. The second was from the paper boy. The third came from the director. What was the third responsibility?